everyone. Welcome to our masterclass, How to Scale Your Badass Service-Based Business to 6 and 7 figures organically. I'll start sharing the screen with you and jump right in. So, who is this training for? If you're an online based service entrepreneur that is starting or scaling your service based business to 6 and 7 figures, then this training is for you. If you're a coach, a consultant, if you are a healer, if you're an accountant, if you're a marketing strategist, branding strategist, pretty much if you have a service based business, then the information that I'll share on this masterclass will absolutely be applicable in you learning how to scale your service-based business to the next level. If you're currently working but would actually like to start your own business or looking to make enough money in your business to leave your job, then this masterclass is for you as well. If you are skilled and you like to know how to market your offer and expertise to other people by positioning yourself as the specialist that you actually are, then this training will be for you. And if you've also been navigating the crowded online business territory and are not getting the traction that you deserve and want in your business and in your sales, then absolutely stick around till the end of this masterclass, as I'll share lots of tools and strategies with you that you could start applying in your business right away. So who is this masterclass not for? Um, this masterclass or this training is not for those of you that are not committed and are not coachable to do the work. You want to consider, right? So, what might it be costing you if you don't invest in your business right now? So, a lot of times we get hung over by our perfectionistic tendencies, or maybe we have been um, mistrusted before by other service providers, and this can really get in the way with us really investing or putting back a big return on investment in our business. So keep this in mind as I will share with you and as I go along the training with you. Lost time that you might be chasing the next shiny object or thing and focusing on the wrong thing while making no real progress towards your business goals. This could be something that might be getting your way right now. Or freedom of your time spent on things that you care most about, right? Which is might be your family, self-care, travel, doing all the things, all the hobbies, which is why you probably started your business in the first place. Most entrepreneurs, most of us start our business because we want freedom, right? We want freedom to do the things that we love while we're building our mission driven empires alongside. So that could be something that you might be encountering right now, or frustration and loss of confidence while you're wondering if you are even cut out for this entrepreneurial journey, as you might be hitting many roadblocks on the way and you might not be getting the clients or the income that you really desire in your business. The problems that you might be experiencing right now. So if you find yourself frustrated that you don't have enough clients or trading your time for money, and as a result are getting burned out, then you absolutely need to be here. Do you find yourself lost in the sea of the online world and not having the clarity as to what strategy, tools, or direction you need to go to get your income goals? Are you hearing lots of online gurus give advice on different ways and strategies to scale your business, but that all that information is making you even more confused as to what the next steps should be in your business? Are you not finding the right clients that are willing to pay premium for your services? That is something that we can absolutely help with this training today. If you're also a small fish in a big pond, as I said, in the online world, and are lacking the exposure you need so that you can build the business you dream of, you should stick around. With the online world becoming even more saturated, as a lot of people, especially after COVID, are jumping in online, it's very, very important to really start learning tools and strategies on how to actually start carving your get known factor and start standing out from your competition. So I will cover all that information with you today as well. Do you want to take the leap from your 9 to 5 job, or maybe have done so and or maybe you want to do that, but you are not getting the income that you deserve in really supporting yourself in your business full time, and you probably still are at your full time job? Then this is something that you'll get a lot of value on as you learn different tools that you can make a plan and actually start taking the leap from your 9 to 5 to go full time in your own business. After this training, you'll clearly understand at which phase you are in your business and how to move forward. You'll understand the difference of positioning yourself as a specialist versus a generalist and understand how this impacts what you could charge for your services. We'll understand that you can actually package your intellectual property into a high ticket offer, and you have everything you need, all the knowledge and expertise and experience that you need so that you can do so. You'll clearly understand what is needed to attract the clients that you want to serve towards you. You'll empower yourself with the confidence that you're headed in the right direction. We'll be inspired to take action, and if you've been plagued by procrastination and perfectionism, then this is definitely going to help with that boost of confidence and getting the momentum that you need so you can make the progress you need in your business. All right, a little bit about me. My name is Ilona Lipari, and what I do is I help entrepreneurs embrace the limitless potential in life and business by using their badassery to grow their business, make tons of money, and live the lives they want. I do that through my company, Ilona Lipari Coaching, the Life School, which is a global platform whose mission is to empower entrepreneurs toward their potential and grow into 6 and 7-figure mission-driven empires that they feel called to serve. A few random cool facts about me. I have a 14 and 11-year-old girl and boy. I love to travel to Europe, as I am initially from Albania, a very small country in Europe next to Italy. And I actually don't watch TV during the week because I don't really have binge control. So I tend to just go overboard. So I have that limit. And some of the results that I have my client achieve is growing their businesses 20% in their first months of working together, taking the leap from 9 to 5 to full-time in their business, and receiving clarity towards what their ultimate mission is that they feel more inclined and pulled and aligned with to actually serve. My story, when I was your average corporate unfulfilled executive before I made the leap from my corporate position to my own business. I had worked for many positions for a big corporation, a $500,000 in sales big corporation in the retail industry. Done many positions there, such as marketing, sales, human resources. And as I mentioned, my last position was an executive coach. And before the company was actually bought by another company, I started to get very unfulfilled, and I was looking for a different path in my journey or in the next step in that transition in life. So after I discovered the coaching industry, that's where I realized that a lot of what I was doing in my corporate career was really always around coaching and helping my teams and people that I was leading get to the next level. So I fell in love with the industry. And when I started my coaching business, I was doing executive coaching, as that was a very natural transition for me since I was an executive woman and corporate. So I was doing, my niche was executive women. And then I did career coaching for professional women. And as the last 3 years, I've been in position as a business strategist, and I focus on service-based businesses that want to scale the 6 and 7 figures through really coming up, packaging their expertise in high ticket offers so they could scale their businesses to 6 and 7 figures after I've been successfully able to do that for myself throughout these years. And now my passion has become to help other people do the same and really build that mission driven business that they feel most likely aligned with and most in purpose with serving and making that impact. That's a little bit about me. So we will dive right into the training at this point. So let's talk about positioning, right? Positioning is so important. Position yourself clearly in the market is crucial in building your authority and credibility, right? So you want to discover your get known factor. In order for you to build the brand that you want online and to build a mission driven empire that you like, you actually have to gain that trust and credibility, right? So positioning the way that you speak about what you do and why you do it is key. You want to really clarify also who you want to help, which is always the first step towards niching yourself as a specialist in your industry. A lot of clients that I've worked with, the biggest hurdle is that a lot of the things that we've gotten results for in the past, we struggle to see in ourselves and we really undermine our value. So a lot of times it's not about going out and getting more expertise and experience. It's really about learning how to articulate the experience and expertise and the results that you've already helped other people achieve up to this point. So the positioning and really clarifying the who is the beginning of the journey. You can charge more for your program promise if you have a proven system that gives clients a specific result that you promise. So as you are clarifying your get known factor and what you really stand for in the industry that you are operating, and you're really discovering the gap in the industry and what makes you different, you can repurpose your business model or your offer so that it could be a high premium ticket offer because of your niche expertise, right? The more niche you are, the more expert position you gain, the more you can develop a framework or package your framework um, through a step-by-step framework that you take your clients through that you can charge premium for. So how do we narrow down, how do you narrow down your niche and your who? As I explained before, narrowing down your niche is very, very important for all the marketing strategy that you'll follow, right? Really understanding who you're speaking to and who that ideal client is and what your message should be so that it resonates with your ideal client is key. It's key in all the content you create, and I'll speak a little bit about the content creation strategy. It's key about in all the content you create, and it's key in really positioning you as that expert in that field, so that you don't wear all the hats in your business, but you are known for that one thing in the industry, and that really helps position you as that leader, as that thought leader in this industry, and it really starts attracting these high ticket clients that are willing and able and committed to actually hire you so that you can help them with a particular result that you clarify and you want to help people with. So how to do all of that, how to clarify your ideal customer avatar, how to conduct market research, how to figure out the gap in the market, right? So all of that it's all connected together and it's intermingled. So once you really niche down, most likely from similar patterns to the results you probably have helped yourself or others achieve, then once you clarify your ideal customer avatar, then you really need to pay attention to the market that you're in and figure out what that gap is. What is it that makes you different, and what is it that you can bring to the table that is not already existing in the industry? And a lot of the times the gap is very, very tiny, very small. Don't worry if you're overwhelmed at this point and thinking that you might just find a big gap, because a lot of times when um, I've worked with my clients to actually help them figure out um, what makes them different in their industry, people get, very very confused because they really can't come up with something that they think makes them different, because they're always thinking of that big thing that makes them different. But a lot of the times it's something very small, a very small tweak that's right in front of your eyes that maybe your competitors are not doing, and that you are willing to find that gap and serve that niche market. So a little bit about the customer journey. So the customer journey goes like this, right? They build trust with you. Then that's when you position yourself to actually sell your product or service to them. And obviously, that always will solve their problem, right? It will solve a problem. If there is no urgency to the problem that you're solving for your customer, then obviously it's going to be much harder to really sell your offers, right? So you really have to find that a bleeding neck pain problem or point that your offer solves, so that you can utilize that in your messaging and really hit home with your ideal clients. So one of the questions to consider is, how are you building trust in order to sell and show that your product or service solves this bleeding neck problem in the market, right? So that's a really insightful, reflectful question to really think about as you are processing the information and figuring out how you're actually doing that in your business at this point. So I want to talk about 5 systems to scaling. So these are the systems that I've developed throughout building my company to over 7 figures and up. So the first system is content to conversion, right? So as I spoke about before in this training, messaging to your ideal client is crucial. Messaging is everything. You want to speak to the one particular person. So all the content that you create obviously has to be around that strategy that you are creating content that is helping people convert, right? Convert to your program, convert to your offer, convert to your product. The next thing is your PR status, right? Your power positioning. As I said, once you really identify and clarify what your get known factor is, in order to build that thought leadership in the industry, you have to position yourself as that, right? So what does that look like? What podcasts can you really participate in? What other communities can you leverage in order to build your expertise and for you to get exposed to other people's communities, so then you can eventually nurture those people towards your community. So power, PR status, power positioning is crucial, and it must be on an ongoing basis in the industry, so that you are everywhere and you get known for your niche and for your area of expertise. The next thing is the lifelong strategy. So you want to have, as I said, a premium scalable offer, right? So the offer that I talked about, packaging all your experience into a framework, a step-by-step framework that has a result attached to it, is very important for when you're also scaling your company to the next level. So live launching is another strategy that you can do, and there's a lot of details towards that. But it's another strategy that you can work on to actually reach your potential clients and instill your get known factor in the industry, build value, give a lot of value for your customer, and then qualify your potential clients through that system, to that process, so that they are ready, willing, and able to sign up and start working with you. As I mentioned on the power positioning, when you are utilizing other people's communities, you want to have your own hub where you send clients or potential prospects that you nurture over time, right? Whether that is your podcast, whether that is your Facebook group, whether that is your YouTube channel, right? So you must have a hub that you are constantly that you're very focused on. You're constantly sending your clients to, so that you can nurture these relationships with them. Everything we do is relationships, right? Service-based, the service-based industry, it's all built on relationships. So you must really understand that this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So you are always building relationships. You're always inviting people to your world, and you're building a community of loyal fans, of people that know, like, and trust you, and that um, understand how is it that you can solve the problem, and you know and for them to really work with you and hire you to get the results that they want. So then the last fifth system to scale is your team, right? You can solopreneur your way to 6 and 7, probably 6 figures you can, but 7 figures and up, you cannot solopreneur yourself um, towards that journey, right? You need a team. You need people that you could delegate to. You need people that are placed strategically within your company, that really buy into that vision that you have, that leader vision that you have, and mission-driven vision, so that are committed and they are all in to help you achieve that vision. Um, this could be your build team, obviously your dream team. Obviously at the beginning your business might be different. It might be different vendors that you hire for different services to help you, but I would suggest that you start investing in your own committed employees, because like I said, your full-time or part-time people that you start hiring are going to be the people that are already 100% committed to your vision and mission. A lot of times vendors have a lot of other clients that they're serving, so long term, that is not a scalable strategy. Okay, so structuring your program offer. If you're just starting out, you just need to work with clients one-on-one. I always recommend that, because as you're starting out, you're also refining your program offer, right? You're tweaking it over time. After every client you work with, you're personalizing it and you are making it better, and you are tweaking it so that you can the end in your mind is always to achieve the result that you can give your clients faster, better, and in a certain amount of time, right? So your best bet when you are starting is always to work with your clients one-on-one, and then build up from there. As you scale to over 6 figures in your business, you need to start documenting your process and intellectual property before you actually design your program, right? A lot of times people just go in and build a program without really having the experience of helping people through the framework, and they end up really wasting their time because they don't have a experience yet in helping people with their framework. So I would suggest to not go in and record modules and videos and worksheets and things like that before you actually have a repeatable system that you have tested with a few clients at the beginning, if you are at the beginning of your business. After perfecting the main offer over time, obviously you can decide to scale to groups. You could do group coaching, you could do another business model on top of that, where the new skills that are needed, where there are new skills that are needed, and you could scale to 7 figures within the next round of offer, right? So it's different skill set, obviously, when you are coaching people in a group rather than when you are doing one-on-one individualized coaching. That's why I say it's important to take it step by step and really start with a one-on-one and then grow up from there. All right, so what are some ways to maximize your profits, right? So learning how to raise your rates effectively and conveying your value to others is crucial, right? So a lot of people struggle with this, really putting the value towards what they do, right? It has been so many times my clients have created programs and packaged their intellectual property and really had to work on the mindset part of, this is not worth charging a lot of money for, right? All those limitations, all those beliefs that come up as they are really struggling to find the value behind their offer, and working with the self-worth are of are they really worth charging that amount of money that they're charging for their offer. So learning how to do this effectively is crucial. Like I said, charging your worth is a mindset game. It's all a mindset game because it's all a perception, right? It's all a perception of what value is, and value is perceived differently for everyone. So that's why the best indicator is to really focus on the results that you give and the value that you offer through that. Reassess if you are charging based on your result, right? So you need to be charging based on your result. Creating recurring income in your business. Recurring income is created when you have those systems in place, right? When you have those 5 systems to scale, you constantly need to have a system to always attract your clients, nurture them, and then convert them, right? So this process should always be ongoing in your business, in your day-to-day operations. And then what are you doing to follow up with your past customers, right? The gold is always in the people that already know, like, and trust you. And how is it that you can utilize the current business model you have so that you can focus on the customers that have already spent the money with you, and they're more than likely to really invest back with you again because of the results that you have helped them achieve, maybe the first time or the second time around. So you definitely want to consider that as well in the way that you're building your business model. Building a community hub, as I said, is very important. As you are sending people, you're building community. Service-based business is all about community. It's all about relationships. So that's where really the value is. So building a community hub of ideal clients is very, very important. You want to strategize a plan to build trust by solving immediate problems for a community and making a plan to show up consistently, right? Just like anything, trust is not built randomly, it's built over time and also by taking consistent action. So that's why you need a place to send people to where you constantly can do that. Find other influencer communities that serve your ideal customer, ideal client, and show up serving them in order to build connections and gain exposure, right? This is a really great strategy to really tap into other people's already um, synergistic communities, so people that are serving similar ideal clients as you. And then you can go in and you can serve, and that's how you will be exposing yourself um, to to their community, and also expose those potential clients to your community. So exposure and building your brand equals sales, right? So exposure and building a brand equals sales, right? So you need to expose yourself, you need to put yourself out there, you need to show up. 80% of business is showing up, and 80% of business is mindset. So by just having that focus at all times, you'll definitely start really increasing your sales and putting yourself out there by attracting the right clients that are going to pay premium for your offers. The next thing is clarifying your sales goals. You really have to be driven. You have to know what your business model is and also your goals are before you attempt to strategize on any other things that I talked about so far, right? So you need to be very clear about how many sales appointments you need weekly and monthly. What are your monthly goals for your business? What are your yearly goals, quarterly goals? How many hours a day or days of the week can you actually dedicate to marketing yourself? By the way, you must be always marketing. No matter how many clients you're serving, do not forget to market yourself, right? You always must be marketing, because then your pool will be drying. Obviously, when you have a team and you're strategizing, then that's where you put your team in to really help you with the ongoing flow of clients. Prospecting. But if you are by yourself as a solopreneur, do not forget that. A lot of solopreneurs forget to market, especially when the land may be a high client, a high project client. They forget to do the marketing, and then the project's over, and then they have no other clients. So there's no steady flow of income. And they also have fallen off the wagon with their exposure, their marketing, and with their communities. So be aware of that, and then be realistic to where you spend your time. So really be clear about what activities are you focusing on and how are they contributing to your bottom line. Some of the questions to reflect if you're losing momentum, you want to ask yourself these questions to clarify. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? What feelings are you experiencing in the gap? What's the cost to you and your business for staying there? And you want to sit with these questions and the answers and accept them, and really try to get the opening of what you need to do moving forward, right? So once you've asked those questions, you should get an opening and the clarity, to really understand what you need to do so that you can move forward in your business. Content strategies, I said, is very important. Your free content should already be qualifying, should be doing the prospecting for you, right? Your free content that you put out there should already be doing the selling for you. So know about your business, brand, and industry. Review what content is already being published on all your sites. Make sure your messaging is all linear and aligned everywhere. You could check out your competitors' content marketing writing. Those are some of the ways to really be aware of what's already exists in the industry and how you can find your gap. Your content needs to have a theme, a topic, solution to a problem. Be relatable in the industry when you write, be relevant and have the latest information, and then have knowledge in SEO. And then, of course, I said stay consistent and show up on live video. The biggest, the most powerful marketing tool we have today is live video. That is the best way for your potential prospects to really build that trust and authority with you, and to really start identifying with you so that they can see you as that authority they need to help them solve a particular problem. Okay, these are some of the testimonials. This is Grace for Town. She's a business coach, and by working together, within 30 days, she went from $21,000. She actually started at 10. Before she came to me, she was at $10,000 in a monthly revenue, and within 30 days, she went to 21,000 monthly revenue. So. She has some of her words is working together has been the best decision she's ever made, and wishing within the first 30 days of working with me, like I said, she took her income and quadrupled it. I helped Grace recognize her true get known factor, as she was a business coach, but very general and not really niche down in the specific industry that she wanted to be in. So we worked together on the get known factor, and of course the whole entire process of the framework and the strategy and the marketing strategy, and really developing her high ticket offer and a business model so that she could scale to that level. And Grace also says the confidence, which is obviously the most important thing. And once you really get the results that you want in your business, it's much easier to keep on that momentum, and it's much easier to keep going to the next level and keep doing things that rinse and repeat, things that are already working for you, and then tweak new strategies as needed so that you can get to the next level. Christina is another customer. She's a web designer, and she went from 6 to 30K in a month. She had a marketing agency, so we worked together on, like I said, tweaking the entire process of her get known factor, who she was serving, who her ideal client was, and how to really build a business model with a marketing agency that really worked for her mission and what she wanted to do in aligning her goals for her company with that mission. So that was Christina. And then Michelle Yasang, she's a relationship coach. So I worked together. She made more than the entire year she had made before in her business. And the same thing, we worked with We work with the strategy behind the get known factor, the who our ideal client was, and really tweaking her process and her business model so that it was a scalable business model. And she had also teams. So we worked on growing her team and strategizing on what that needed to look like for her business in order for her to get the results that she wanted to get in her business. So those are some of the client testimonials. And you can also hang out with me on Facebook under Alona Lavari, and I invite you over to my hub, to my Facebook group, which is Grow Your Badass Business with a High Ticket Offer. And I am on LinkedIn with Alona Lavari and Instagram with the Life School Mission. And I will leave you with a quote: when you stop growing, your business stops growing with you. And we have reached the end of this training, and I would love to have a chat with you, have a free business strategy session together so that you could really understand where you are, get the clarity that you need, where you are in your business, what are some of your business goals in scaling to the next level, and what is it that we can do together so that you can start packaging all that expertise and working on your business model, niching down your get known factor and all those components that I spoke about, and really develop a marketing strategy and sales process strategy so that you can get to the 6 and 7 figures easily. So I will also post the link to the calendar session on the bottom of this masterclass. And I would like to thank you for paying attention and coming in, and hope that you found the training very, very valuable. And I cannot wait to speak to you soon. Thank you so much for coming on. Take care, everybody.